Hello, thanks for joining me today. This is Danny, and I am starting a brand new City Skyline Let's Play series. I have been a virtual city builder since the days of SimCity 2000, and I really enjoy city builders, and I'm very excited about this game. And I was kind of hesitant to do a Let's Play series because I already have a lot of other stuff going on. But then when I looked at my play stats and saw just how many hours of productivity I was squandering away playing this game, I decided I might as well share it with someone. So I'm glad you're here to join me today. What I'd like to do first, before I create a new game, is take a look at an existing city that I have, so that you can kind of get a sense of what kind of cities that I build, and see if it's something that you want to watch happen or not. If you're a city building enthusiast, you probably had similar disappointments with some of the recent releases on the market, like the SimCity 2013 and SimCities Excel, well, at least for me, they were kind of disappointing. So I was really excited about this game because it's doing a lot of the stuff that SimCity 2013 tried to do, a lot of the great ideas that game came up with, and it's really making them actually work really well. Oh, it looks like I've got some water problems over here. So this is a city that I've been working on for more hours than I care to think about. And when I build a city, one of the goals that I try to do, besides of course keeping it balanced and keeping my citizens happy and keeping traffic under control and all that stuff, is I try to make the city look somewhat realistic. Based on cities that I've seen and experienced in my life. I live in the U.S. in the upper Midwest, and this city looks somewhat similar to a city that you might find in this part of the world. As you can see, it's mostly, at least at this point, it's mostly light, low density, with a few clusters of higher density. Because it's a city of 41,000 people, so you wouldn't expect to see a whole lot of high density in a city of 41,000 people. So like I said, I try to keep it realistic. And so when I started the city over here, and I kind of started it out as a small town. We had our one little highway connection here, and this was basically Main Street with some little neighborhoods around it, kind of the way you would expect a normal little small town to build, or to form. And little by little, the city kind of spread off into different directions, until it got big enough to support some little kind of suburbs, if you will. And my little Forest Park suburb, which is one of my favorites of all time. This little suburb is something that I've been trying to do with city builders ever since I started playing them, and I've never been able to do it with any other city builder. There have always been limitations with grids and traffic and things like that, and this is really working well, and I'm amazed. I'm amazed at how well this is working. Having kind of a limited access neighborhood with lots of curvy streets and space between properties and things like that. So this is basically the kind of city that I have a tendency to build. And as the city gets bigger, of course, I try to allow it to grow the way a city naturally would. Right now the city's kind of spreading down into this direction. As you can see, we've got a lot more high density here, and this is kind of going to end up being the downtown area. And I guess it kind of already is. So we've got, if we look at the zoning, we've got a lot of commercial here. It's kind of the first real downtown, this kind of was the first downtown district. Actually, another thing I'll mention too is that the way I tend to do Let's Plays is, rather than making you sit through and watch me lay every single road and derp around and figure out what the heck I'm trying to do, I have a tendency to edit my Let's Plays pretty heavily. A lot of off-camera stuff. I'll do anything that I think is going to be interesting, or anything that's going to give you basically the storyline of the city that I'm building, I'll record. But when it comes to busy work and trying to figure out how certain things work, a lot of that I'll just do off camera. And I kind of have two different ways of doing that. One is to just roll the camera when I'm doing something interesting and then do other stuff off camera. And another thing that I like to do sometimes too is just to let the camera roll while I'm playing for long periods of time, and then just go back in and edit it and edit out all the boring stuff. There's a couple reasons I do that. One is I personally tend to get bored when I'm watching other Let's Plays where people are just recording everything straight through. The other reason I do that is because I'm not the kind of person who can just blabber on and on and on and make it interesting. But yes, I do edit my videos to make them a little bit more interesting. I cut out a lot of the boring parts, and when I run out of things to say, and there's a big gap in the video, I just cut it out. So let's see, what are we going to call our new city? I think I'm going to use this lagoon shore again. I really like this map. I like the ocean. I like the tropical forests. Okay, yes, let's do Lagoon Shore, and let's see, the last one I called Danny's Lagoon, but I was playing that city all by myself and wasting hours away of my life and feeling totally like a loser and antisocial, and now you're here with me, hanging out with me while I build this city. So let's call this city, let's just call it Our Lagoon. I know it's a little cheesy, but Our Lagoon. This is Our Lagoon, guys. So let's get started. Traffic tip. Make your industrial areas connect directly to the highway to allow trucks to move fast and easy to other cities. Alright, let's start by building some roads and zoning areas next to them. So, I have to say, I mentioned this in my review video, but I'm going to mention it here again just because it was so compelling to me. When I first started playing this map, this scared me right here because it looks so much like SimCity. And this really epitomizes the limitations that SimCity had that really troubled me. This single connection. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by placing a road and then deleting it because I don't want this kind of road, but we do need it in order to open up all of our other roads. Oh no. I have to reach a population of 4,800 in order to use my own roundabout that I created in the asset editor. That's a bummer. Alright. So, you know what? I'll just recreate it because I made it using this roundabout. So I'm going to create a roundabout at the beginning of my city, because that just seems like the right thing to do when you only have one connection coming into your city. Of course, probably one of the first things I'm going to do is buy this plot of land so that we can have more connections, because we will need them soon. Or we might even expand out into this way so we can pull this highway over. But we'll get to that. And I actually cannot connect highways here, so what I'm going to do, because I can't do highways yet, so we're just going to do a one-way road here. And another one here. And then what I'm going to do, you know what, I'm just going to leave this as it is for now. Eventually I'm going to upgrade this intersection by adding basically right turn lanes here, all the way around. And that if you've seen my other video, one of the few City Skylines videos that I have right now, one of them was how to build basically a 4-lane roundabout like this that has no stop signs and that has some dedicated lanes for making right turns, so that it just basically increases the capacity. Now, I'm basically going to do kind of the same thing I did in my other city, is I'm going to build Main Street, kind of a main street right here. And I think that what I'm going to do, instead of using the 4-lane road, I think I may use, actually, okay, here's what I'm going to do. Snap to the center, and then I'm going to go just slightly to the left here. Turn, snapping off. I'm going to bring this down maybe maybe 2. No. Yeah, we'll bring it down 2. Just to give traffic room to queue up if it has to. I'm going to leave 1 square in the middle. Now these are one-way roads. Okay. So now what's nice about this is we have no stoplights here. Traffic will be able to come right into town, and it'll have this long stretch before it reaches a stop sign, which will be here because of this cross street. Do this 4-lane like this. Okay, we know. And then we're going to go like this, like that. And there we have it. Our first, well, the first intersection that people will meet when they come into our town, other than the roundabout. And of course, eventually we're going to build off in this direction and in this direction as well. I'm probably going to put some industrial. I think we have ores over here, if I remember correctly. We can't even look at that yet. So, but when we get to look at our natural resources, we'll see that I think we have ores over there. And you can actually kind of tell by the different shades. Like, there's this is wood, of course. We can have a tree farm down here. Somewhere over here, I think there's oil. But we're not worried about that yet. All we're worried about right now is building ourselves a little town, a little neighborhood, maybe a little downtown area. Do I want to make this a complicated intersection? Yeah, let's do it. So I'm actually going to go just a couple clicks past this guideline because the zoning on that road is going to be a little wider. I think I probably should have gone just a tiny bit further, but trying to maximize the amount of zoning space we have. I'm going to go down this far. No, that actually worked out perfectly. Okay. Do the same thing over here. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that yet. Oh, that's right. I can't do that. This game. Oh, I didn't go quite far enough, but. That's okay. I'm not going to be too anal about it. Yep, we know how to build elevated roads. All right, so we'll start with some residential right there, and I'm going to power that. I think I'm going to put up some windmills. Windmills are noisy. One of the interesting things that I found about the power in this game is that the cheapest upkeep costs are with our renewable energy. Our wind turbines and our solar plants actually have the cheapest per kilowatt costs, which isn't quite like real life, but it's nice because there's really no sense in dealing with dirty power because it actually costs more. So I'm pretty much going to be using windmills entirely, and when we can do the advanced turbines, then I'll start using those until we can do the solar, because the solar has a much higher capacity. And dams, I might do dams just for fun, but I don't find them to be particularly practical. Okay, so now we need water, of course. Starting out with all the basics. So this is our only access to water that we have right now. Oh, actually we have access over there as well. Okay. Well, I'm going to start out here. I'm probably going to end up putting sewer up here. So let's put our water maybe here. Oh, and we're going to have to power that. Everybody's sad. Because there is nobody yet. Okay, pipes. There's a fun little trick with the pipes, or a fun little rule to follow with the pipes, and that's the 440 rule. You may have heard this one already, but you basically go until the pipe costs 440, and that's where you would make your spurs, because we can cover the entire map if we space basically our water pipe grid out by 400 or by 440. All the way over that way, because of course eventually we're going to want this whole map covered in pipes, so we may as well start by doing a little spurs. It's the 440 rule, and I didn't make it up. I think it was Skystorm. I don't think he made it up either, but that's where I heard it from. Skystorm, I think his YouTube name is. Okay, now we need sewage. You can see they're complaining about sewage. So we're going to put that as far upstream as we can. And connect that. And hopefully that pipe will be at just the right angle where, or right at the right distance from the water. We'll be able to put these all along here. Alright, everybody's happy. Look at, we already have a happy face. So we're doing our job here. So we still have a high residential demand. So I'm going to add this. Actually, this road is going to be mostly, I'm going to kind of reserve that for commercial. And kind of build the residential around here. And of course, actually, we're going to need, I'm going to throw just a little bit of commercial in there, just so that the electricity will connect. Except I don't want it there. I want that to be residential. Residential? I did click that. You heard a click, right? When I put my mouse there? Every once in a while it seems like you click on something in this game and it just doesn't register. No biggie. Okay. Let's just do that. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. That is what I wanted to do. I guess we'll do that. So here, I'm being a little anal here. This is the kind of stuff that I usually cut out of a video. I might not cut it out of this video just so that you can kind of see, just because it's the first video and you can just kind of see what my process is like. So far so good. We now need jobs. Nobody has any jobs and we're losing money. So let's build our industrial park over here. I'm going to do something similar here, I think, with the one-way roads. You already saw me do this once, so here and I need to curve here a little bit. That's too much of a curve. Let's make this look pretty. I have to say, one of the things I really like about this game is how easy they've made it to make nice curves in your road. To make nice symmetrical curves and all that fun stuff. Alright, now let's put our... just have a little road going this way. Oh, that is not what I want. I want a straight road now. Why does that look curved? I click straight road, right? But we've got a curve here. What is that all about? That's bizarre. Maybe because we're coming off of a curve, I don't know. Let's just go like this. Oh no, that's not what I want. Oh darn it. Now I have to try to find that sweet spot where it's just the right distance. A little bit more. I really love the fact that this game is not attached to any grid. That you basically make your own grids as you build the roads. Drain pipe needed. Did I not put a drain pipe? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah. Or maybe it's just complaining because these guys don't have. You know, I have to say, and I'm gonna try not to talk too much about SimCity. It's a bit of a sore spot for me, but one of the things I did like about the latest SimCity is that they got rid of this pipe business. I think it's kind of an unnecessary busy work because I don't know, it just seems a little silly. 'Cause you're always gonna want pipes. I think it would have been cool if they would have done it similar to the way they did the power lines, where you have. I really like the way they did the power lines, which I think is pretty similar to the way SimCity 4 did it, where you have power, basically a power zone around your zoned areas, and you just connect them to the power zones around your power source. And then you're done. Alright, I guess as long as I have this tool, I'll just use it like this. There we have it. Our first industrial district. Our first smelly, stinky industrial district. So unfortunately, we cannot do specialization yet. Oh, we need power over here. Yes. Let's do this. And then that. In fact, we may as well just zone this whole chunk. Alright, we now have a self-sufficient little town with 154 people. Yay! Alright, so I guess we'll just keep following the demand, providing our basic services. Until we can start doing things that are a little bit more interesting. Yes, I think there are cats in my city. It's a very cat-friendly city. Here's our parked cars. I love that. So we're still in a negative, so we're gonna have to do a little more zoning so that we can get ourselves out of the red. And that will actually be my goal, I think, for this episode, is just to get out of the red. Okay, looks like we still have a pretty decent demand for industrial, so I might as well plop some more down. And then let's just bring this out. Up here. And we'll probably have to fix our power grid. We'll just do that for now. Whoops, not what I wanted to do. Alright, I'm just gonna go here so that we don't end up having to tear down houses again when we expand. And then I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Hopefully we can pass under that. I know you guys don't want another road in your backyard, but it's progress. You can't stop progress. What am I doing? This guy. Oops. Alright. Hoping our commercial demand will go up soon so that we can have a little main street. Oh, we're up to minus 81 a week. Oh yes, pipes. Oh, it looks like we're good, actually. But see, now we have this nice spur here, so we know exactly where the next pipe needs to go. And the same thing over here. See, it actually covers perfectly, without any waste. So I'm starting out with just a little main street town, and I'm going to try to let the town grow as a town naturally would. Extend Main Street a little bit further. Actually, why don't we do this so that I can see the guidelines? We'll go 1, we'll go 3. I think that's a good...
You're crossing out 2.
Yeah, unfortunately we're going to have to demolish 2 homes for the sake of city expansion.
Did you just kill them?
No, I didn't kill them. They don't die when you tear down their houses. They just move somewhere else.
Oh, they automatically move?
Yep, they just move into another house. It didn't line up perfectly. Bummer. Okay, so we'll just... Oh, we're in the green! We're in the green! We are now making 129... whatever that is, every month. I don't think that's euros. Does it say in here? Maybe it's just their special currency for this game. Okay. So hopefully I'm not expanding too quickly here. Actually, I'm probably... it should be fine. So we're gonna, when our commercial demand goes up, we're gonna add some more commercial here. In fact, I'm gonna fill in...
Commercial.
Yes, commercial. I'm gonna fill in this whole area with commercial, and then I'm probably gonna have a couple parks over here when we can, but we can't yet. We have to reach a population of 1,400, which we will probably do in the next episode. These guys are complaining that there's not enough workers, so it's a good thing that I zoned all this. Let's see. I'm just going to build a little spur here. I don't know if I'm going to keep going any further from the main road than this, but just in case I do, I'm going to put those spurs there so that I know where to zone, so that we don't have to tear down houses in the future. Let's zoom in. Okay, we said we were going to go to the green today, and that was going to be our goal. We're there. I have a little mod on here that allows us to walk around our town and see how things are going. Yeah, see, it looks like a small town except for the stoplights. This intersection here does not look small towny. It doesn't look like something you'd see in a small town. But
oh, the people are running.
Yeah, they run.
They ran faster. Oh, one of them just went into the house.
Oh, here's a little gas station. Yeah, this looks like a little town. Like a little. Let's check out our neighbors. Oh, it's noisy over here. You can actually hear that commercial right here. We might have to make this street one of those with trees and stuff on it. Yeah, we're out on the edge of our rural village here.
Birds.
Oh yeah, there's birds. Yep. This
water is getting a bit expensive.
This looks very small town America-ish. Oh, we've got problems. Whoops, we've got problems to deal with.
I can hear kids screaming.
You can hear kids playing and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like we're having issues with power. Yep, we're low on power, so we need another windmill. And we might need a little more water here too. Oh no, we've got plenty of water, we just need to extend our pipes. See, I wouldn't mind if the game just handled this for me. I mean, a little busy work is maybe fun sometimes, a little bit of micromanagement, but I don't know, not with water pipes. Like traffic, that kind of stuff, that kind of micromanagement is fun, but yay! We reached our first achievement. We have a little hamlet. We've reached a population of 460. That's a very strange number to put an achievement at, but hey, there we are, 460. We can now set taxes. We can now get loans. We can now start collecting garbage and offering healthcare and education. Excuse me. Oh.
So now people break their legs.
Yes. Now people can safely break their legs, and we will have clinics to take care of them. That's gonna be our stopping point today. We are now a little hamlet. Thanks for watching, and I hope you I hope you join me next time
Little Hamlet.
when we will become a worthy village and probably go beyond that and start going beyond just the necessities of the small town. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, because it's so easy to do, and it really lets me know that this is the kind of stuff that you're interested in, so I know what to do in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.